The gold standard, that is nonsense. The animals are slipping and sliding around for weeks on end in rough waters. There's lack of ventilation in the ships. There's lack of any good amount of drinking water. If you've ever seen a photo, you can come over here and see the photos. The animals are struggling. The water troughs are the height of their head, so as soon as they shit, the water bowls fill up with their own excrement. They have limited access. They're fed pellets instead of grass or their normal feed. The animals become dehydrated, stressed, and overheat. The government will tell you that it's a great gold standard. It's nonsense. We are here today to say protect the ban. They're trying to sneak it back. Over 56,000 New Zealanders have signed a petition to ban it. It got banned, and now just to line a greedy minister's pockets and a few farmers, they want to bring it back. They want to sneak it back. Live export belongs in the past, the same as whaling. Putting animals on ships for weeks on end, sliding around in unsafe vessels, belongs in the history books. These animals are stressed, they overheat. These animals go to destinations that are not monitored by New Zealand government. That's why they're banned. They're banning it all around the world. Australia have banned it. The UK are banning it. These animals are suffering. They will tell you that it's making a ton of money for Aotearoa. That is a lie. There are plenty other options we can do. Keeping the ban on live export is why we're here today. Can we get some toots of support? We want to ban, keep the ban. Can you toot your horn? Can we hear your horn? Just a toot toot. We want to keep the ban on live export. That's why we're here today. They want to overturn the ban. That is against public support. They're sneaking it in. They will give us only weeks for submissions. There's no consultation with the public. They want to sneak it through. That's why when it happens, we want you to sign submissions. They won't tell you when the submissions open. That's why we're here today, to raise awareness of the government trying to sneak it back. It was banned because of animal cruelty. They looked at the risks and they said, no, let's ban it. The government now want to sneak it back in a backroom deal. We want to keep the ban. We want to keep the ban on live export. We want to keep the ban on live export. Animals going overseas. They say there will be a framework of animal support to these destinations in China. We've looked, there's over 20 ports some of these animals are going to. Who's going to pay for that? It's absolute nonsense. They say there'll be purpose-built ships. That is nonsense. Who's going to pay for that? For a very small amount of GDP, they want to set up a framework, an unnecessary. It's all unnecessary. All you need to do is, if they must do it, then sex semen goes overseas. There are no live animals on ships for years, for weeks on end. No one monitoring them. They'll say there's a vet on board, if something happens. Come and look at our information here. We've had to get through official information reports, requests, photos of animals suffering. They become crammed into the pens. The ships are made of steel. If you've ever been in a shipping container, the sound reverberates, it's deafening. The ships overheat. There's no way for the animals to cool down. If they get seasick, there's no way for the animals to vomit. So come and look at our information over here. We want to protect the ban on live export. That's why we're here. Can we get a tool of support to protect the ban? That's why we're here today. The government want to sneak it back through again for a very small amount of GDP. It's animal cruelty. All around the world they are banning it. Live export belongs in the past. It's animal cruelty. Live export is animal cruelty. Can we hear a tool of support? Protect the ban. Thank you.